next one is that the culture media preparation. Culture media, there are like solid media and liquid media. For this lab, we will be doing the solid media preparation. And before that, going into that, I just want to tell you something about the different types of media. The one is a complex media and the other is a defined media. So complex media is like unknown media. We don't know what's the actual composition of that media. For example, trypticase soy yeast extract that we are using today, TSY, is abbreviated as PSY. And then the other one is a defined media, that is actual composition of the media is very well known. Example is glucose. And the other type of classification is like selective media and differential media. Selective media allows us to select a particular microbe. Like one will be favoring the growth, and sometimes the media won't be favoring the growth of the another bacteria. The another one is a differential media. It distinguishes between the groups of microorganisms. For example, it can distinguish different types of colony based on their colors. The pH, as I think you guys are familiar with what is pH. pH is the measure of acidity of that solution, and there's an equation for that. pH is equal to negative log of the hydrogen ions present in that solution. And we are using agent called agar. Agar is a solidifying agent that has been derived from a seaweed, and this is actually not a nutrient source, but it's just a medium to grow the microbes. And for this class, we'll be preparing the TSY, that's trypticase soy yeast extract agar media. For this, we will be having TSY, agar, and water. So this is the thing what we are gonna do. We'll be taking 100 ml of water in a bottle, and then we'll be weighing 3 grams of TSY and 2 grams of agar. And we just want to make sure that the TSY will be completely dissolved in the bottle, but the agar will dissolve only after autoclaving. So we just want to autoclave the bottle. So one point you should be clear about autoclaving is that we are not tightening the cap very well, because if you are tightening the cap very well, as you know, the autoclaving is like pressure is being built up in the bottle and it can just break. So you should be very careful that you should loosen the cap and just placing it in the autoclave. We're gonna make the culture media. For that, I'm gonna add 100 ml of distilled water onto this bottle. Now it's like 100 ml. I'm gonna pour this water onto the bottle. Gonna take the TSY and agar. You could add in any order, it doesn't matter. So first I'm gonna add the agar. So we need 2 grams of agar. I'm weighing 2 grams. This is a balance. So we first place the paper on top of the balance, and then we need to tear and to make it into 0. And now I'm gonna add 2 grams. Add 2 grams of agar. Just make sure you close the bottle. And now I'm gonna take this and adding it into the bottle. Make sure you make like a cone shaped thing and just drop it. Okay. The agar doesn't dissolve right now. It will be dissolved only when it is autoclaved. And now I'm gonna add the TSY. So for this, same thing, tear it, and then it is trypticase soy broth extract. This is the powder, you could see that. And I'm gonna add like 3 grams of this one. Make sure that you close the tub very well. is a bottle which has the agar, distilled water and the TSY. So now we are keeping this for autoclaving. So I already mentioned that in autoclave there will be pressure buildup. So if you tighten the lid like this, pressure can build up inside the bottle and can break the glassware. So make sure that the lid is like tightly loosened. Just make it like this, and now we are keeping this for autoclaving. This is a Petri plate. I think you guys are familiar with this one. So this is a lid and this is the actual plate. So you need to pour the media onto the plate, not to the lid. And before pouring, we just want to make sure that we should label everything on the back side, on the plate, not on the lid. Because why we are doing like this, because if something happens, somebody came and interchanged the lid, you could be able to see your thing by reading the label on the plate. So I'm grabbing 3 plates and I'm gonna write my name, my initials, the section number, the date, and what is it, like it's TSY, my initial, date is 15 Sep, and section is 823805. Okay, now we have labeled and keeping the plates upside down just to make room for pouring. And so here is the media that we autoclaved. Now you could see all the things have been dissolved. Wipe it very well. Okay. So for this one, now we are gonna pour the media. You should be very careful that this is a time you may get contamination. So for pouring, you need to open the lid, open the cap and place it here and just do like this. Add a little media, just close it. And we're allowing it to solidify. It takes around 5 minutes, and you should be very careful that don't open the lid like this and pour, because it may get contaminated easily. So the lid should be like open like this, and then pour the stuff and close it and allow it to solidify. And then we are gonna place these plates on the incubator, and we can use it maybe like next week. And we are placing the plates in such a way that the agar side should be up and the lid should be down, because this is to prevent the condensation. Now the media has been solidified. Now I'm gonna place this in the incubator. Make sure that you should keep your agar side up like this, and we are gonna place this in the incubator. So this is a 30°C incubator. I'm gonna place the plates inside. Just close it.